on CBS.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
They've done it again. The West Side Boys, back-to-back state basketball champions.
It don't feel real. None of it feels real.
In a come-from-behind victory.
We was down 11, man.
Down 11 in the third, but they came roaring back to kick it to overtime.
Good evening. It is hard enough to do it once, but they did it twice in back-to-back years. The West Side High School Patriots going to bed tonight the same way they woke up, reigning State 2A basketball champs.
It's going to be pretty tough for those boys to sleep tonight, or I don't know, maybe it's going to be easier since they're really floating on a cloud right now. Taylor Martin, the line for us at West Side, where those fans were there to welcome their champions home tonight. Taylor, how excited is this team?
Energy was high tonight at Westside High from the moment the players walked off the bus as they brought home the state title for the second year in a row. From early this and all the way back to Augusta, the celebration continues as the Westside High Patriots claim back-to-back state championships. We caught up with one proud parent tonight, and she's already excited to see where they go next year.
I was very excited for him. With him being a ninth grader, it was a great experience. It gives them the strength to want to just keep moving and know that I got to work harder because now I won it 3 times in a row.
And we'll keep you updated on any more celebrations here at Westside High School to come. Reporting in Augusta, Taylor Martin on your side.
An exciting night, and all that hard work certainly paid off. Now, Providence Christian Academy out of Lilburn was not going to make it easy. That game coming down to the wire. The final score tonight, 89-81, a nail-biter in overtime.
You just can't write a better script there. Our sports director, Dan Booth, brought us some live coverage from Macon earlier today where all that action was happening this afternoon. Dan, what was it like in that last quarter?
The West Side Boys basketball team started this season with one goal in mind. That's winning back-to-back state championships. After a long season, they earned their way back to Macon with a chance to defend their crown in Class 2A. Augusta was in the house, and the West Side students section was letting everybody know it throughout a game that was one of the craziest we've seen in a long time. Let's fast forward to the third quarter. The Patriots were down by as many as 11 in the second half, and plays like this helped West Side get back in it. Amari Tillman is out here showing off his bungees, closing the deficit heading into the fourth. Now, with the game tied at 64, Samuel Thacker knocks down his 7th three of the game. Providence Christian Academy shot 50% from 3 on the night, but Tillman comes right back down the floor and answers with a 3 of his own. This game is tied at 67 with just 2 minutes to go. West Side down by 2 with 30 seconds left. Tillman's jumper is off the mark, but Kaylon Hudson's there for the putback, knotting the score at 71 and sending the game into overtime. With the game on the line, West Side's defense kicked it into a whole new gear, and the extra period was all Patriots. The combination of baskets by Tillman, DeMarco Middleton, and some clutch free throws by multiple players put this game to bed. The West Side Patriots take down PCA 89-81 in overtime to win their second consecutive state championship. Even though there were times where they were down, this team stood their ground, and now they're the kings of Class 2A once again.
This was the toughest game that I have ever played in my life, mentally and physically.
Just to come back and fight to the end and just end on top, that's such a wonderful thing.
Our thing was getting ourselves together on defense. You know, we knew the points would come. Eventually, we just got to make a stop. So composure was the most important thing.
Senior guard Amari Tillman delivered on the biggest stage time and time again, leading the Patriots in scoring with 36 points.
The dog got to come out of me. Kaylon, Jacobs, Marco, our bench, Dontrell knocking down that free throw, getting that steal, rebounds. It had to come out of all of them.
Those guys show a high character today. Most important, man, they show some composure during times of adversity.
It's a fairy tale ending for this impressive group of seniors who are ending their high school careers on top for the second year in a row.
And the tears that you saw was just from this being my last game, not from the winning the state championship. That hasn't really kicked in. I went to those guys on the other sideline and I hugged them and I told them that I respect them so much. Because, I mean, I've been there. We could have been there. We was down 11, man. We could have been there. It don't feel real. None of it feels real. This one is better than the last one, for sure.
Westside's ability to win back-to-back state championships says a lot about the culture that head coach Jerry Hunter has been able to bring to this program. It also continues to show the entire state of Georgia just how dominant teams from Augusta and all over the CSRA can be on the basketball court. Reporting from Macon, Dan Booth on your side.
And getting to Dan's point, North Augusta High School will be celebrating the Lady Jacket State Championship tomorrow morning on campus. The whole school gathering to celebrate that win and watch each player get those medals. We do have some great teams and
Exciting to watch. Yeah, we love it. We're thrilled for you guys. Congratulations. And turning things over to weather now, Riley is tracking some rain tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, a live look at Delta.
The mayor also working to make those committee meetings open to the public so people can sit in on that process. Also tonight, attorneys of convicted killer Alec Murdaugh appealing his conviction of killing his wife and son. One of Murdaugh's attorneys tweeting about the appeal today, saying this is the next step in the legal process to fight for Alex's constitutional right to a fair trial. Murdaugh was sentenced to life in prison last week. The prosecution arguing Murdaugh killed them to distract and delay the investigation into his financial crimes.
New at 11, the South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating a deadly accident that happened near Spiner Road this afternoon. Officials say the driver of a Honda sedan crossed the center line and hit a tractor-trailer head-on. The 65-year-old driver of the Honda died at the scene, and the truck driver was not injured.
As Georgia continues growing, Governor Kemp says
safety in air travel is being questioned after a fistfight broke out on a Southwest Airlines plane in Dallas Monday. Passengers were boarding a plane at Dallas Love Field Airport heading to Phoenix when one man confronted another and started punching him. That's according to a passenger who witnessed it all and captured it on video. Some passengers jumped in to help de-escalate things, but it's not clear what led up to the fight. It's been happening a lot lately.
Seems to be, yeah. Okay, nearly 2 million popular Yeti coolers and gear cases are being recalled because of the risk of magnets in this product detaching and then being swallowed. It's the Yeti Hopper M30, the Hopper M20 soft backpack cooler, and the Sidekick dry gear case. The cases and coolers have magnetic line closures which can fail, resulting in detached magnets. If 2 or more high-powered magnets are swallowed, they can cause serious injury, even death. So far, no reports of any injuries or magnets even being swallowed, but as a precaution, they're being recalled.
A former NBA star, Shawn Kemp, is in custody in connection to a drive-by shooting at a mall in Washington State. Authorities say Kemp was arrested as part of their investigation. Officers were called to the Tacoma Mall after shots were fired between 2 groups in 2 separate vehicles. According to police, one of the drivers fired several rounds at the passengers in the other vehicle. No injuries were reported, and Kemp was arrested at the scene. When we come back, it's been over a month since that hazardous train derailment in Ohio. Now the CEO of Norfolk Southern is speaking out.
The colors of is weight loss made simple. Your one day starts today.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side. The CEO of Norfolk Southern has apologized to Congress for last month's hazardous train derailment on the Ohio-Pennsylvania border and has pledged millions of dollars to help the local town recover.
I am determined to make this right. Norfolk Southern will clean the site safely, thoroughly, and with urgency. You have my personal commitment.
Alan Shaw says the money was a down payment and the company will stay in the community for as long as it takes. Shaw also saying the authorities found the train was not speeding and there was no sign the crew did anything wrong, saying the safety mechanisms in place just were not enough.
The FBI now filing a couple of search warrants in connection to the death of a passenger on board a Carnival cruise ship along the Charleston coast. The warrants just filed yesterday, one for the room where the woman was found unresponsive, the other warrant to search a Volkswagen Jetta with North Carolina plates. The unidentified woman had died, lost her life last week.
A North Carolina home inspector discovered a little more than structural issues or mold. Dean Brown, a code enforcement official, found an 8-foot-long gator living in the attic. That'll get your attention. Brown said there wasn't much light in the attic, so he thought the gator was fake.
He was kind of asleep, I guess. But once I shined my flashlight on his head, his eyes did open and give me a wink, let me know I'm alive. I started continuing doing my job, and then I looked back at him and realized he was moving and breathing.
And he doesn't say it here, but then he quickly hustled out of
I guess
said attic.
so. Yeah, right.
But How the alligator ended up in the attic is still a mystery, but Brown says he thinks a door to the house might have been left open. Somehow he got in up there, but yeah, that's not something you're probably used to finding during your house inspection.
Not upstairs. I wonder how did he climb the drop down stairs to begin with?
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Even if you get in the door, you still got a good ways to get into the attic. But
yeah, I mean,
crazy
the
story.
stairs must have been down. I don't know.
I don't know. I have seen gators crawl over a fence, so I know they can climb a little bit.
Nightmares right there.
That's scary stuff. And we got some rain continuing tonight and through Friday, at least around midday, and then more rain in store by Sunday. Now look at that 7-day forecast for you just after the break.
Diamond.
Sonic.
Okay, from alligators in the attic to this is the last thing you want to find inside the house. Someone in Arizona getting home from work to find a wild animal in the doggy bed. They snapped a couple of pictures of this bobcat lounging around in this bed before it stretched and ran away.
The bobcat's like, man, this is pretty creepy. It's believed the bobcat got in through the doggy door. The dog, whose name is Squeakers, was actually attacked by the bobcat. He had that little cone of shame. I guess Squeakers did not look like he was much of a match for a
Looks
bobcat.
like the bobcat won that battle to
Poor
stretch
Squeakers.
out.
Look at him.
Souped up wildcat. That's a crazy story again right there. Hey, we got the chance for some showers to continue tonight through at least around midday tomorrow. I'd say past 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We do start to dry out across the area, but make sure you do have that umbrella close by for the first part of your Friday. We are going to see more rain move in late into the weekend on Sunday, looking like a pretty decent shot. We at least see some rain move in by Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and that rain will likely even linger into early Monday morning. Looking ahead to next week, if you have any sensitive plants, be on the lookout. We do have the potential for a freeze heading our way early next Wednesday.
And that's going to wrap things up for News 12 at 11. Good to have you with us.
If you're up early, the morning show starts at 4:30.
And good night, Mr. Squeakers.
Poor Squeakers.
Wherever you are.